From a massive wedge tornado in Iowa heading straight for this farm, and a freak storm in Pennsylvania that got a bit too close to this homeowner, to a rare twister in Spain that destroyed this greenhouse with ease, and a flaming dust devil in Thailand that sent these locals running for their lives. Here are 8 tornadoes that got way too close for comfort. Huelva, Spain is a coastal city in the capital of Huelva province. It's home to about 150,000 people who enjoy stunning views of the Gulf of Cadiz. However, on December 1st of 2016, all of their attention was on the city's outskirts when a monster tornado appeared on the horizon. It was around 6:45 on a typical Thursday night in Spain. Our fearless camera person was standing outside in Palos de la Frontera, a small town across the Rio Tinto from Huelva. That's when they spotted this rare Spanish twister spinning up over their greenhouses. According to reports, the storm lasted about 5 minutes and caused significant material damage. Thankfully, nobody was hurt and nobody's home was destroyed. A few people lost their front doors, and a brick wall flattened one man's car. Europe as a continent only sees about 300 tornadoes each year. Technically, there are more waterspouts in the Mediterranean region, which would impact southeastern Spain, Italy, and southern France. However, many rarely make it to shore to become land tornadoes. As for this storm in Palos de la Frontera, it was a wake-up call for the residents who learned that Mother Nature can strike anywhere at any time. When damage surveyors examine the aftermath of a tornado, you'll often hear them talk about tree damage. While homes and cars are more important, tree damage helps put the tornado's strength in perspective. Think about how much power it must take to rip a full-grown tree out of the ground by its roots. A man in Morgantown, Pennsylvania witnessed that power firsthand when an EF2 tornado moved over his home on Tuesday, May 28th of 2019. He was standing between his house and his neighbor's when the storm grabbed hold of a tree in his front yard. Let's see if it ever lets go.
Oh my God!
Our cameraman was lucky he made it inside before things got any worse. He shouldn't have been out there in the first place, but you can't deny the footage he risked everything to get. While he was inside, the storm went on to damage about 33% of the homes in his neighborhood. Some lost their roofs and walls, while others had a few broken windows. Pennsylvania experiences about 16 tornadoes each year. This storm reminded locals of a similar twister that struck the Morgantown area in 2013. However, it was much weaker than what happened on that Tuesday night in 2019. On Friday, April 26th of 2024, during the afternoon and evening hours, a wild tornado outbreak saw several long-track storms pass through parts of Nebraska and Iowa. In total, 24 storms tracked a combined 210 miles, with wind speeds upwards of 165 miles per hour. One of those storms destroyed multiple homes and farmsteads near Shelby, Iowa, a small city about 40 miles northeast of Omaha. We believe this was the EF3 tornado that, according to the National Weather Service, grew nearly a mile wide with wind speeds topping 160 miles per hour. Watch how close it came to wiping these two farms off the face of the earth.
It missed the house. That's good. What a beast. Oh, please don't hit that house. It's gonna get real close to that house. Oh, it's gonna hit it. It's gonna dead center it, Bodie. That farm is toast. Oh, look at the debris it's already hitting. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's going behind it. Maybe it'll miss it. It's gonna be close. Oh man, that was close. Oh, there goes a tree. Look how big it is.
This is only a snippet of a tornado that was on the ground for over an hour. It tracked a 40-mile path of destruction through Pottawatomie and Shelby counties. It touched down in McClelland around 5:26 p.m. and dissipated south of the Shelby-Crawford county line around 6:30. According to local reports, the storm severely damaged 74 farmsteads and caused tens of millions of dollars in damage. The National Weather Service said this wedge tornado, along with other storms in the April 26th outbreak, was among the strongest seen between Iowa and Nebraska in the past 10 years. Suqian, China, is a prefecture-level city in northern Jiangsu province. Long ago, it was called Suyu, which means prepared or usually prepared. That's ironic, considering nobody was prepared when this monster tornado struck the city on September 19th of 2023. Multiple locals from around this small township were brave enough to capture the storm on camera. Watch as it passes overcrowded apartment buildings and causes several power poles to fall and explode. Once the storm had passed, locals could finally get a sense of how much damage it caused. According to some reports, the storm destroyed 52 homes and claimed the lives of 5 people. Other reports say it destroyed over 130 homes, while also causing extensive damage to several crop and pig farms. Those who were injured during the storm were rushed to nearby hospitals and recovered from non-life-threatening injuries, according to local media. Tornadoes like this aren't uncommon in China, especially in Jiangsu. On average, the province will experience about 5 storms each year. Luckily, few of them ever exceed EF3 intensity. Algeria is a predominantly Arab country in northern Africa. It's home to about 45 million people, most of whom live in the north, as the most built-up cities are close to the Balearic Sea. Patna, the 5th largest city in the country, was in for a surprise on April 14th of 2018 when a rare African tornado formed on the outskirts. It was part of an expansive system that brought heavy rain to the typically dry region of Algeria. Our cameraman couldn't believe his eyes as the tornado approached his tiny home. He recalled the sky turning gray and this massive whirlwind suddenly forming out of nowhere. He could only wait and pray that the storm wouldn't take him or his family. It got closer and louder with each passing second. One minute, it seems far off in the distance. The next, it's nearly taking up the entire horizon. It wasn't long before the storm moved over his home, and our cameraman was forced inside to wait things out.
Subhanallah. لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر. ادخل امشي ادخل. الله أكبر. باب جيت يعصم اسمع غادي يقلعوا غبار فوق قريب. الله أكبر. قيم داخل. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. سلفر. لا إله إلا الله. 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 لا إله إلا الله.
You can hear the terror in this man's voice as he recites the same prayer over and over. Then, the screen goes black, and for a moment it seems like our cameraman was forced to duck for cover. When he pops back up, you can see the muddy yard and the path of destruction the storm left in its wake. Regarding African tornadoes, they aren't common in the north. If anything, South Africa will report a few storms each year, but nothing major. Not like this. On March 19th of 2018, a strong upper-level storm system moved from the Central Plains into the mid-Mississippi Valley. It brought severe hail and thunderstorms, affecting parts of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, and South Carolina. It also produced at least 9 tornadoes across those states, with 7 touching down in northern Alabama alone. One of them was an EF1 over Russellville, a small city in Franklin County. Lucky for us, a local storm chaser was waiting with his dash cam rolling to capture the storm as it moved across town.
Damaging winds there at that location. Let's go ahead.
From what we can tell, this storm caused visible damage to a metal building, downed several trees, and destroyed a small barn. According to reports, most of the damage was caused by tennis ball-sized hail that broke over 300 windshields in the area. When it comes to spinning columns of air, countries like Thailand are more concerned about typhoons coming off the Pacific Ocean. That's why this tornado in Samut Prakan province caught everyone off guard when it formed over a busy gas station. It was October 5th of 2019. Cameras began rolling as gas station staffers ran amok, trying to seek shelter as the twister approached. Thankfully, everyone made it inside before the storm threatened their lives or ruptured any gas lines.
เฮ้ยมานี่แล้วไอ้เหี้ยล็อกหนูกดล็อกเร็วเฮ้ยออกล็อกไม่ได้เฮ้ยเหี้ยเรียบร้อยแล้วเฮ้ยล็อกเลยนะล็อกเลยครับเหี้ยเห็นกูแล้ว
One witness said they could see the storm forming as the clouds turned gray. He just assumed it'd be a heavy rainstorm and was shocked to see a tornado touch down in the neighborhood. While this was the only tornado, it was part of a larger storm system that damaged hundreds of buildings across the region. October is the peak of Thailand's monsoon season, which means things likely got worse before they got better. March of 2020 brought scorching heat to several regions in northeastern Thailand. On Wednesday the 11th, locals in the town of Royet found themselves battling a brush fire after high temperatures ignited the dry grass. As if things weren't bad enough, a windstorm picked up, sending a fast-moving dust devil through the fire. Watch how it picks up thick clouds of black smoke and forces two men to run away from its path.
มาอีหลีเห็นบ่อุ้มไฟขวมทางมาเลยบาดนี่ล่ะเป็นพายุมันขึ้นจากทะเลกินตายแล้วพวกนั้นมันก็บอกขวมมาใส่ที่ทำเป็นบ่
Now, the dust devil might be gone, but these locals still have a fire to deal with. Unfortunately, it would be another 4 hours before the fire department arrived and put it out. By then, the fire had burned over 270 acres across 2 sub-districts. Thankfully, nobody got hurt during the fire, and it didn't destroy any valuable property. In fact, it helped the locals clear all the dead, dry grass. If you enjoyed this video and want to see another just like it, be sure to click the link on screen now. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.